Be making my way up to the Legistor summit, I think that's how you say it. It's extremely cold. I'm glad I brought my beanie and gloves and everything because, I mean, it's probably about 12 or 13 degrees at home, but certainly not that warm up here. But it's a little bit cloudy, but I expected that. It said that that it would be cloudy on the weather report, but it's not too bad. It's not, I mean, I can see, which is a bonus. I was almost expecting to get up here and be clouded in. If that's the case, I was not going to be walking, but it's pretty spectacular already. It's pretty nice so far. It's oh well, I mean, I've only just started, but it's definitely not hard to follow. Wow, look at that. There's Mav down there. So you see over in the distance Mount Barrow and then Mount Arthur. Oh, where am I? Mount Barrow, Mount Arthur behind it, I'm pretty sure. It's about 4.5k walk to the top, which is not far. But then the only way back down is either back the way you came or down the road. I'm thinking both the books that I have, I didn't have a look at the Abel's book, but on the way back down, so you can either come back this way or walk down the road, which is down the Jacob's Ladder, the famous Jacob's Ladder. So I'll see how I feel when I get up there. Oh, there's some insane scree fields. It's so cool. It's absolutely phenomenal. That's absolutely phenomenal. There we go. It's a really, really well-worn track. I mean, I would assume like you could still get lost if you were up here with really low visibility, but in that case it's those times like that you make a decision what to do before you go, really. Wow. It's so quiet. Just a little bit of wind you can hear up on the peak. Glorious. I've taken a couple of layers off, packed my gloves and scarf and jacket into my pack because I'm starting to warm up a bit. It's still cold, but I don't want to start sweating and then have nothing extra to put on when I stop. I've come to the first ski pole. It said in the description of the track in the book that I have been looking at that you basically follow the ski poles, snow poles. I'm assuming up to the top. Found a little bit of rubbish. Tuck that in there. Yeah, the poles, they stand out pretty well. I started down there at the little, I don't know if it's called a shack or whatever it is, and basically come all the way up here. You can hear water sort of running all around. It's not too bad, like you don't sink into it, but it is starting to get wetter. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit, but we're kind of on a little bit of a, I guess you'd call it a bit of a saddle. It's starting to get quite cloudy, so there's every chance that the visibility will cut back a little bit up here, but I don't think it'll be too bad. I can still see 100 metres in front of me, so easy. The snow poles are really, really good. You can pretty much see them from, I don't even know how far away, a long way away, and which is obviously the idea of them, but it means that you don't have to kind of keep, in this weather anyway, keep checking every sort of 5 or 10 steps for a track marker like you would in a sort of denser type scenario. This was kind of a last minute walk, but I knew from, I can hear a plane, I knew from other people's experience and things like that it wasn't too bad, as long as it wasn't cloudy, that it's fairly easy to follow. So I thought I'd do it before it got too much closer to winter, because I am not a snow person, I will tell you that now. Okay, so kind of come to a bit of boulder hopping. And they're not little boulders, I need to go over there. They're smaller ones. A bit more my size. There we go. This is great. It is so cold, but I'm not cold. if that makes sense. The temperature is very cold, but because I'm walking, I'm quite, I wouldn't say warm, but just good. So this tiny little alpine tree is basically growing in nothing but a pile of rocks. Very impressive. Still a bit of a 360. It's not a nice little water source. It's flowing quite well. I mean, look at that, like you can't get much clearer. I know clear doesn't always mean that it's clean, but it certainly is flowing. There's a lot of, like this, glorious. Look at this. Like such an impressive plant. The fact that it is so, or it gets and is so cold up here, and yet these little plants, they thrive. I mean, look, they're not the fastest growing plant, but at the same time they survive up here where so many others can't. I love this place. Oh look, there's little tiny tadpoles. That's cool. I reckon it's going to be flowing all the way down. Pretty fab. I'm surprised there's not kind of a few more walking tracks. I mean, I think I can see, where is it? Over there. I can. But, I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. Do not step on these. Wow, look at that one. Alright, I'm going to try and step very, very carefully here. Where on the rocks. Geez, that one's tightly packed. Look at that. Try and hold it still, but each one of those is like a tiny, tiny little rose-like shape. They're so, so tightly packed. That's why, like, I mean, as I said in one of my previous videos, that's why you got to be so careful not to step on them, because then they end up like, let's see if I can find one like that. See where it's killed off that middle part, where there's either been someone stepped on it. It could even be like could have even been like a kangaroo or a wombat. It may have been a person. I'm trying to step on the rocks and where the other footprints all are, even though it's muddy and crappy as hell, but I don't want to kill off the plants that are thousands and thousands of years old. Alright, so I stopped and put the jacket and gloves back on because it got cold really quickly, which is okay. But I thought I may as well put them on before I get... Oh, that was cold. Again, that one was deeper though. Thought I'd put them on before it got too cold, but Check these out. They're absolutely fascinating. Thick now. I'm kind of happy that it's like this though, because I haven't really had a chance to experience like something other than a clear, fairly warm day. So it's kind of cool to be able to experience something different, but not that extreme that it's scary. So I'm quite happy. Oh, I can see a little hut. Huh. Probably won't be able to see it, but I'll log back on and see if I can. What the hell? There was a hut there like literally 2 seconds ago, and now the clouds come in. Well, that's a bit scary. So I've been walking for about, I don't know, I'd say another good 5 minutes since I first saw it. Just got a glimpse of the roof, and then all of a sudden it was gone. Like the cloud just come over insanely quick. Kinda, oh, there's two. There's another one over there. Kinda, oh, there's a third one up there. It drums in the I guess the realization that you have to be prepared for all seasons. Like right now, I mean, I've got my jacket and gloves back on because it's got cold again, and it's just kind of, I mean, you wouldn't come up here without a jacket, beanie, scarf, gloves, sunscreen, a hat, all that sort of stuff, because you don't know what sort of weather you're going to get. But we'll have a stroll around here. So I don't know. It did say about coming up to this in the book, a locked hut. What have we got? Oh, this is the memorial. A memorial to Charles Fenton Mons, president of the Northern Tasmanian Alpine Club, from its foundation 1930 until his death in 1940. Impressive. So, it's pretty clear that up there is Legas Tor. However, I just don't really know if there's much point, because the cloud is well and truly set in. There's a lot of stuff in there. I'll show you. It's all the glass is all broken just from the weather, I'd say, but bunks and all sorts of stuff. Good old bottle of Stones. There's a lot of broken glass up here. Don't know if we'll be able to see anything through these windows. No, they're all wet. I would assume it's just the same sort of stuff that's in that one. That's pretty cool. That means that I've made it to, I guess, the top of the walk. It feels a shame to come all this way and then not go up to the top of Leggers Tor, but at the same time, I mean, look at it, like, I'm not going to be able to see anything even if I do go up there. I might go check out this hut over here, and I'm assuming I'll check my map, of course, but I'm assuming that's the way to go back down to the ski area, and that's the path. Oh, it's right there. I'm torn as to what to do. So this is Ben Lomond shack, which is pretty cool. Oh wow, it's a little bit fancier than the other one. Very cool. Right, I need to work out where I am. I've checked the map, there's two ways that you can go. One is down that way, that takes you straight back down to the road. Or one is the way that I'm going, which is up past Leggers Tor. I don't know if I'll do the summit, probably not in this cloud. I might come back another day and do it. But you go up between hut 1, hut 2, straight up the middle of it, and it's meant to bring you out past Leggers Tor and out near, I think on the map they call it the Alpine Village, I think. So we'll see what happens. Worst case, I can turn around and come back down this way, because I know that track there definitely goes back down to the road, and it says that either of them do. This one just kind of does a square up around the back of the peak and then back down to the road. Right, so this is where the track kind of splits, so I'm assuming that one there goes up to Leggers Tor, and this one here goes back towards where I want to go, so we'll take that one. There's a person coming down here, which is good, so I can ask them as well, see where they've come from. Starting to get really cold and wet now. Hello. How are you? Not too bad, how are you? So change of plan. Going back down to the huts. I met Richard along the way. He's been up to the top of Leggers Tor and up a bit further, and visibility is pretty poor. So I don't think there's too much point in going up there. So we're gonna go back down to the road, and Richard's kindly going to give me a lift back to my car so I don't have to walk the whole way, which is great. And hopefully once we get a bit lower down, the clouds might clear a bit and be able to see a little bit more. So Richard was saying that he's got his own photography page on Instagram and Facebook, yeah? Yep. What's the name of it?
Both of them is richard.siu.photography.
What was it, sorry?
Richard.siu, S-I-U,
yep.
photography.
Cool, okay. And so do you do like a lot of bushwalking and stuff like that?
Bushwalking, bird watching.
I wonder if we can go that way.
Wildlife and cityscape, like aurora, like I mainly do nature stuff.
Yep.
Aurora bounding lessons.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
so
cool.
Are you based in Launceston? Or?
Yeah, I'm based in Launceston, yeah.
I'm originally in Hobart. I just came up, I was going for, have you heard of French winter camp?
Yes, I have heard of it, yeah.
Have you done it?
No, I haven't done it. So, were you going to go and do that one?
I was going to go and do that one with another person, like I just put up a closing who wants to come, and there's only one person wanted to come, and then half a day before that they pulled up.
Oh no.
And I was like, I didn't feel like just walking 3 days carrying a 70-liter backpack.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like it's less enjoyable when you're just
When you, yeah, no, that makes sense.
So I was like, I need to come up to Ben Lomond at least once in summer and once in winter.
Yeah.
In winter is another. It looks different. So
Yeah.
So just came up here for the long weekend.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've wanted to come up here for a while, but this is the first time, which is pretty bad considering I'm from Launceston. I've never been up here before, but I thought, because it's not far from home, that today would be a good opportunity.
Yep.
I would like to redo it again when it's a clear day though, because I think it'd be great.
I think it's most days of the year you'll be at least like that, like this, because it's so high up.
Yeah, you'd have to get a pretty clear day for it to not have anything, like no clouds at all. Starting to clear up a little bit. I think we're coming down fairly quickly though. Oh, there's the road. What was it like driving up Jacob's Ladder? Because I haven't driven up there.
It's all right. The most disappointing thing is you're literally not allowed to stop anywhere, so you can't stop anywhere to take photos.
Oh, so there's no like little points where
around the sharp corners.
Yeah.
There's a wider place.
Yep.
But there's a sign
saying not to stop.
Saying no stopping at all.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a shame.
I can understand why, because it's too narrow.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to stop to take photos, then it's dangerous.
Yeah, which is interesting because both of the books that I've taken those maps out of and taken photos of the track description, it says to walk back down the road.
There's a sign saying don't walk. You're not allowed to walk on Jacob's Ladder.
I was a bit like, oh, sounds interesting, but I'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one thought that I had. Yeah. Have you been up to like any alpine areas when the Fagus has been turning?
I went to Mountfield a little bit too late, probably with the last of the Fagus.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I want to try again this year.
Yeah.
It's always like the juggle between work and, because I work full time and study part time.
Oh wow.
Work, study.
Yep.
Other commitments, and then on weekend you either
too tired or
you have something else to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Car coming along the road. Last little bit is a bit of a nice boardwalk. This doesn't look that old either, hey? Yeah. Ben Lomond via the link track. I wonder what that is.
The village.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. So I've come from Carvilla, so the bottom one.
Yeah.
And the Summit Lodges, are they classed as the village as well? Or is that the two huts?
I'm thinking about the two huts.
Yeah. Oh, there's the village up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so if I had kept going, that would have gone right up and around and come out up the end there somewhere. Very impressive. So I'm back at the car, just sitting here. Richard gave me a lift back to the car, which was awesome. Saved me, turns out, a 7k walk, thank goodness. My feet are wet and cold, but I'm gonna sit here and have a coffee. I brought all my little bits and pieces with me. Oh, I'm dropping all over the place, so just wait for that to boil up. It's getting pretty close, and I'm going to sit here and enjoy that while I get to sit there and look at that view. It was a really cool trip. Really enjoyed it. Turns out as well, where Richard's car was parked, you can literally walk straight up there, round and up to Leggers Tor, which is awesome. So on a clear day, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because now that I've done the precarious, okay, got it. Yeah, now that I've done the Carvilla track, which is a nice bit of a hike, I can just sort of scoot up there and do the peak when it's a bit clearer. Whether that's anytime soon or next year, I'm not too fussed. So it's been really cool. So I'm going to finish making my coffee, sit back, taking a bit of the sunshine that's slowly coming out, and then mosey on home. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching if you did, and I'll see you next time. Toodaloo.